Let me tell you a secret. There is one body language sign almost every man ignores, a sign that quietly reveals whether a woman is attracted to you, nervous around you, or secretly thinking about you more than she should. And the funny part? She thinks you can see it. She expects you to notice. She wants you to react. But most men don't. They miss it. They walk right past it. And then later they wonder why they never get signs or why she suddenly lost interest. So today, I'm going to reveal that sign and 9 other hidden body language clues women use when they don't want to say their feelings out loud, but they feel them anyway. Get comfortable, because after this video, you'll read women like a mind reader. Before we dive deeper, a quick message. If you've been learning from my videos and you want to support this work, you can subscribe to me on Facebook with a paid membership, send stars, or join my YouTube channel's paid community. Your support helps me create more powerful content for you, and I truly appreciate every bit of it. All right, now let's continue. Part 1. The body language sign most men ignore. All right, let's just start with the one you came for, the micro-adjust. I know, it sounds small, because it is small. But trust me, it's one of the most revealing subconscious signs. Here's what it looks like. Whenever you enter a room, walk near her, or speak to her, she will subtly adjust her clothing, jewelry, hair, or posture. A tiny pull on her sleeve, a soft touch to her hair, a small adjustment of her necklace, a shift in how she's sitting. Not big movements, not dramatic ones, just tiny micro-adjustments. Why? Because female psychology is wired this way. A woman unconsciously prepares herself when a man she finds interesting is near. Think of it like this. Her brain goes into, make sure I look good, he's here. And she does these micro-adjustments without thinking, without planning, and definitely without wanting you to know. But if you catch it, you will understand her attraction before she even accepts it. Now here's what makes this sign even more powerful. The timing matters. If she does this once when you first appear, that's good. But if she keeps doing it throughout the conversation, if she touches her hair multiple times, readjusts her posture again and again, fidgets with her bracelet nervously, that's not just attraction. That's her trying to manage the nervous energy you're creating inside her. She's self-soothing. She's anchoring herself. Because being near you throws her slightly off balance. And most men? They interpret this as discomfort. They back off. They give her space. Wrong move. This isn't the kind of discomfort that says, go away. This is the kind that says, you're affecting me more than I expected. Master this sign and you'll have a massive advantage. Stay with me, because the next sign is something women do when they're trying hard not to look needy, but end up exposing their interest anyway. Part 2. Her fake disinterest eye movement. Every woman has done this. She looks at you, she studies you, she analyzes you. But the second you look her way, she looks away instantly, not gradually, not casually, instantly. That tiny snap-away eye movement is not rejection. It's embarrassment mixed with attraction. Here's the trick. If she wasn't interested, she would hold your gaze with a neutral, emotionless look. Or she wouldn't look at you at all. But that quick look away, that means her emotional state is activated. Attraction, nervousness, excitement, all blending together. This is a powerful signal, and men almost never catch it. And here's what makes it even more revealing. Watch what happens after she looks away. Does she smile slightly to herself? Does she bite her lip? Does she touch her face or neck? These are called displacement behaviors. They happen when someone experiences an emotional spike and needs to release the tension somehow. It's like her body saying, okay, that was intense. Let me do something with my hands so I don't look obvious. But it is obvious. To anyone who knows what to watch for. Another layer to this. If she keeps glancing back at you after looking away, that's the ultimate confirmation. She's checking if you're still looking. She's hoping you noticed her. She's creating a silent conversation with her eyes that she's too nervous to have with words. This back-and-forth eye game? It's one of the oldest forms of human courtship, and it still works today. But the next sign? This only comes out when a woman is deeply attracted and trying her best to hide it. Part 3. The pretend confidence posture. A lot of men think an attracted woman gets shy, Sometimes she does, but some women overcompensate, especially confident women. Here's what they do. They stand straighter when you're around, they adjust their shoulders, they try to appear more composed than usual. She's basically thinking, I need to look like I'm in control, even though my heart is acting crazy. This is where dark psychology gets interesting. When a woman likes a man, she wants to appear high value around him, so she holds a fake confidence posture, a bit too perfect, a bit too rigid, a bit too posed. If you notice this, you're not imagining it. She's performing for you. Now here's how you can tell the difference between real confidence and performed confidence. Real confidence is relaxed. It flows naturally. There's ease in the movement. Performed confidence is slightly stiff. There's tension in the shoulders. The smile is just a fraction too controlled. She's managing her image. Why? Because when a woman truly doesn't care about your opinion, she moves freely. She doesn't monitor herself. But when she cares what you think, every gesture becomes intentional. Every posture becomes calculated. It's exhausting for her. And if you pay attention, you'll see the cracks. A quick exhale when she thinks you're not watching. A moment where her shoulders drop and then immediately lift again. A brief, genuine smile that escapes before she puts her composed face back on. These micro moments of authenticity reveal the truth beneath the performance. And that truth is simple. You matter to her. The next sign is one women don't even know they're doing, but it reveals more desire than words ever could. Part 4. The speak to me angle. Let's talk about angles. A woman reveals attraction with the way she positions her body. If she subtly turns her torso toward you while talking to someone else, if her feet naturally point in your direction, if her hips shift slightly toward you, these are directional signals of interest. Men often think attraction is all about eyes or smiles, but women? They speak through angles. Her body orients toward the person she wants connection with. If she's facing everything except you, she wants distance. If she's subtly or subconsciously angled toward you, even while acting unbothered, yeah, she's bothered by you. Here's the fascinating part about body orientation. It happens in layers. First layer, her feet. Feet are the most honest part of the body. They point where we want to go. If her feet point toward you, even when her upper body is turned away, that's a green light. Second layer, her hips and torso. When she starts turning her core toward you, the attraction is deepening. Third layer, her face and eyes. When she gives you full frontal alignment, face, body, attention, that's maximum openness. But here's what most men miss. You don't need all 3 layers at once. Even one is enough. Even just her feet angled your way while she talks to her friend is a signal. It means on some level, consciously or not, she's tracking you. She's aware of where you are. She's positioning herself in relation to you. And that awareness? That's the beginning of everything. But the next sign is one women use when they're trying not to fall for you, but failing. Part 5. Her breathing shifts around you. This one is deep psychology, almost primal. When a woman is attracted, her breathing naturally changes. It might become slower, shallower, or slightly deeper. And here's the secret. Her body is trying to regulate her emotions. Women don't do this consciously. It's their nervous system reacting. If you're close to her and you notice her breath shift, pause, or hitch, congratulations. That wasn't nothing. That was her attraction showing. Let me explain why this happens. Attraction triggers the autonomic nervous system. This is the part of our biology we can't control. Heart rate increases, pupils dilate, and yes, breathing changes. When you're near someone you're attracted to, your body goes into a mild version of fight or flight, not because you're scared, but because you're stimulated. So her breathing becomes irregular because her body is responding to the emotional intensity of your presence. Sometimes she'll take a deep breath to calm herself. Sometimes her breathing becomes shallow because she's holding tension. Sometimes you'll hear a small sigh escape when you walk away. All of these are signs. Now, you're not going to stand there staring at her chest to monitor her breathing. That's creepy. But if you're standing close, talking, and you notice her breathing rhythm change, file that away. It's one more piece of the puzzle. But up next is something women do only when they're imagining things with you. Yes, imagining. Part 6. The future visualization gaze. Okay, this one is subtle, but explosive. Sometimes a woman looks at you, Not like she's looking at you, but like she's looking through you. Her eyes soften, her expression relaxes. She looks thoughtful, warm, dreamy. This gaze doesn't mean she's spacing out. It means she's thinking about you in scenarios she's not saying out loud. Dark psychology reveals something powerful. Attraction isn't just emotion, it's imagination. And when she starts imagining you as a possibility, her eyes give it away long before her mouth does. This is what I call the movie screen gaze. She's playing scenes in her mind. Maybe it's a future conversation. Maybe it's a date. Maybe it's something more intimate. But whatever it is, you've entered her mental world. And that's significant, because women are selective about who they fantasize about. If you catch this gaze, especially mid-conversation, it means she's drifted from what you're saying to what she's feeling. And what she's feeling is strong enough to pull her out of the present moment. Here's how you'll recognize it. Her eyes will lose focus slightly. Her face will relax. She might smile without realizing it. And if you say her name or ask her a question, she'll snap back with a small startle. She was somewhere else. With you. The next sign? This one happens when she's trying to resist you. Part 7. The accidental touches. Women don't accidentally touch men they're not drawn to, not even slightly. The touches might be small, brushing your hand, touching her hair when facing you, moving closer when she could have stayed far, tapping your arm during a joke, standing just a little too close. These aren't random, they're emotional impulses leaking through. A woman's body reacts before her brain decides what to do. Touch is one of the strongest signals that her guard is dropping, even if her words say otherwise. Let me be clear about something. Women are hyper-aware of physical space. They know exactly who they're close to. They know when they're in someone's personal bubble. So when a woman touches you, even accidentally, it's because part of her wanted to. Maybe she's testing your reaction. Maybe she's creating a reason to connect physically. Maybe she's just following an impulse she can't fully control. But it's intentional on some level. Now here's the key. Pay attention to the frequency. 1 touch could be coincidence. 2 touches? Possible. 3 or more? She's creating opportunities. And here's another layer. Notice if she touches you in front of other people. If she does, that's a claim. She's subtly signaling to others and to herself that there's something between you two. It's a micro-commitment. And those small commitments, they build into something bigger. Next, a sign so subtle even experienced men miss it. Part 8. She mirrors you. Mirroring is one of the most accurate subconscious attraction cues, validated by psychology studies. Watch for this. She copies your sitting position. She matches your tone. She repeats your words. She mimics your gestures. She adjusts her pace to yours when walking. She doesn't do it intentionally. When a woman is emotionally tuned into you, her subconscious aligns with yours. Mirroring is the body saying, I like your energy, let me synchronize with it. If you want to know whether a woman feels a vibe, this is one of the most reliable indicators. Here's why mirroring is so powerful. It's rooted in empathy and connection. When we mirror someone, we're subconsciously saying, I'm with you, I'm on your wavelength. It creates rapport without words. Now you can also test this. Try changing your posture. Lean back, lean forward, cross your legs. If she mirrors you within a few seconds, you have her attention. You have her emotional investment. But don't abuse this. Don't turn it into a game where you're constantly testing her. Just notice it when it happens naturally and appreciate what it means. She's drawn to you enough that her body is instinctively trying to match yours. That's deep attraction. But nothing reveals attraction more than the next sign. Part 9. The hidden smile. A woman has 2 types of smiles. Her polite, social smile, her real, involuntary smile. You're looking for the second one. It's softer, more emotional, more vulnerable. It appears suddenly, when you say something she likes, when you walk by unexpectedly, when you look at her a moment longer than usual. This smile says, you have an effect on me, and I hate how much I enjoy it. Men overlook this because it happens fast, just a fraction of a second. But if you see it, believe it. The hidden smile is different from her regular smile. Her regular smile is controlled. It's performative. It's what she shows the world. But the hidden smile? It escapes. It's the smile she tries to suppress but can't. You'll see her fight it. She'll bite her lip. She'll look down. She'll turn her head slightly. But the corners of her mouth betray her. This smile is pure emotion. No filter, no performance, just her genuine reaction to you. And if you make her smile like this repeatedly, you're doing something very, very right. And now, the last one. A sign that reveals not just attraction, but emotional investment. Part 10. She remembers the smallest details. Her body reacts first, but her mind follows. If she remembers tiny things you said, things you barely remember yourself, that means you are living somewhere in her thoughts. Women don't store random information about men they don't care about. Her memory is selective. And if you get remembered, you matter to her more than she admits. Think about it. She remembers you mentioned your favorite coffee. She remembers the name of your childhood dog. She remembers that offhand comment you made about a movie 3 weeks ago. Why? Because she's replaying conversations with you. She's thinking about you when you're not around. And every time she does, those details get reinforced. This is one of the clearest signs of emotional investment. Memory requires attention. Attention requires interest. Interest requires attraction. So when she brings up something small you mentioned in passing, recognize what's really happening. You've occupied her mind, and that's where everything starts. So now you know the hidden language women speak, the signals they send without words, the signs they hope you pick up but won't say out loud. If you start noticing these, you will understand women on a level very few men ever reach. And trust me, they notice when a man gets it. Because most men are blind to these signals. Most men wait for women to be obvious. Most men need to be hit over the head with interest before they see it. But you're different now. You see the micro adjustments. You catch the quick glances. You notice the angles, the breathing, the touches. You're fluent in the language most men never learn. And that gives you an edge. Not to manipulate, not to deceive, but to connect. Because when you understand what a woman is communicating beneath her words, you can respond with confidence instead of confusion. You can make her feel seen. You can make her feel understood. And that's what creates real attraction. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because I have dozens of dark psychology secrets that will make you unstoppable in relationships and social life. And after this video, check out the other videos on this channel. They're filled with truth, power, and wisdom men rarely hear. Your transformation starts there.